At the fronts. Dupont, just for a moment, looking for the kick pass. It's there for Atisogbe!
Does very well when there's no options. He comes right into the midfield.
Dupont is through. Dupont stepping his way and now sprinting. And Dupont flings us out wide. And Atisogbe.
They've got a release, otherwise there'll be another penalty.
Gregory Aldrich, and the player of the match, gets the try.
If you brought up. Russell going from deep. Kinghorn, quick hands. Darcy Graham not seeing too much space tonight. He finds some now. The little wizard gets support from Hugh Jones. The Caledonians. 2 hat-tricks against the Italians. Must be there they are, Scotland. They have managed to hammer their way through this Italian firewall in defence.
Prendergast, Ringrose, and this will test the calf of James Lowe. Mitchell not able to hold on to it, and Lowe goes, and Gibson-Park is there. Great step, Jameson Gibson-Park. Cameo in the first half when Hansen had a problem. James Lowe streaks through the middle. He's got support. Time burn. Is there now. Dan Sheehan, great pass from the hooker to James Lowe, and Ireland are going to finish it right here.
Round 1 of the 2025 Six Nations is in the books. No upsets happening at all. I guess a couple of closer games than we thought, and also maybe a bigger blowout than some expected. But let's go through the team of the week picked here, going through, watching all the games, and just kind of deciding which players I think deserved it the most coming in. So let's make my face a little bit smaller here. We get into the front row. So we got Ellis Genji from England playing 70 minutes as a prop. Very good on him. 8.1 for me out of 10. Had a really, really good game. A lot of carries. His defensive work was good. His scrummaging was solid. You know, he did get the upper hand in many times against Beelum. So that already in itself is bravo to him. So to me, he was the most outstanding number 1. As no other real ones. I mean, Porter didn't really stand out too much, and a couple others didn't really stand out too much either. You do have the French, you know, obviously Gokro there, but I do believe Genji deserves it. Dan Sheehan, he only played 31 minutes, but it felt like he played 80. 8.2 for me. Main reason just for how short amount of time he was on. But, you know, he set up line breaks. His ball playing skill was great. His defense was solid. Good passing as well, helping to pretty much help set up his own try, and he also got a try. So 8.2 out of 10 for him. Really, really good game. If he played 60 minutes, I think, as he did there, they'll be over 9 for sure. Then I got Simon Ferrari, 9 points out of 10, played 50 minutes for Italy. His defense was crazy. I mean, at this point, after 50 minutes, you know, that's when Italy were right in the game. They were, I think, 19 all pretty much around about then. His scrummaging was good. He was all over Pierre Skuman. You know, he was driving through him. Skuman was struggling to contain him. So to me, he's the most standout one. His scrummaging is really impressive. He put a massive, massive shot on Richie as well. Massive, massive shot. Made him knock the ball on. His defense was great. All in all, very, very good game by him. We move to second row. I got Mario Itoje. I mean, could have gone maybe like a, you know, Ryan from, or even Byrne from Ireland. Could have gone either one here as well. But I think Itoje, the amount of work he got through, just the tackling he did. And whenever there's a break down the side, Itoje is there. He's coming across to tackle. Good carries. Also helped, you know, obviously being the captain, standing up. I think he had a great game. So 8.1 out of 10 for him. Miafu for me as well. Impact. This guy, only 49 minutes, but every run, making meters. Every tackle, you know, putting boys back for the Welsh. So for me, his impact is what matters the most. And obviously he's a big boy. You know, he's like 140 kilos and, you know, pretty tall as well. So well done to Miafu. Those are my picks for the second row. In the back row, I've got Jack Morgan. I know he's usually an open side. I know he's a 7. But I think he deserves it. You know, I think He was the most outstanding player for the Welsh team. He was the only one, every carry, he would make a meter or two. All his tackles were very good. He jackled a couple of balls as well. So for me, captain fantastic, had to step up, and he did. And, you know, hopefully now when Dewey eventually will come back, hopefully Jack will just feed off of him. So 7.8 out of 10. Number 7, we got Rory Darge, co-captain as well for the Scots. Got a try as well. Played really, really well. Good defense. Played the whole game. 8.3 out of 10 for me for Rory. Led from the front. You got Gregory Aldrit. Then you got 9.1. I mean, this guy was all over the field. He got player of the match in that game as well. I think it could have been Dupont if Dupont actually stayed on for longer, but Aldrit, he was everywhere. He scored a try as well. His defense was amazing. Just a work rate, right? Every ruck he's hitting, running the ball, defense. He's constantly doing something, and you can't teach that. That's just the motor right there. The number 9, I got Dupont. I know the Irish fans will go, yeah, but what about Gibson-Park? He got player of the match. Yes, he did. I agree. But if Dupont also played a whole game, or, you know, most of the game, his impact would have been massive. He set up a couple tries, just a go forward ball, just controlling the pace of the game. I feel like he did more for the French team than what Gibson-Park did for the Irish. So 9 points out of 10. Then I got Paolo Garbisi. It's not that he had a crazy good game. It's just that no other 10 had a good game really in the Six Nations. You know, you look at Finn Russell, very underwhelming. He had a very, very bad game. I mean, passing intercepts, knocking balls on, just forcing things instead of just letting his natural game do the talking. Then you also got the French and Tamak. He probably would have been the best 10 if he didn't get a red card. I mean, the red card just destroyed it, unfortunately. Even though it was later in the game, but still, a red card is a red card. You know, that's not good. But apart from that, he played really, really good, and Tamak did. And then you got, obviously, for, having a blank here, for Wales, but I think it's Thomas off the top of my head. I think he had a right game as well. Just kind of ran out of options, just started kicking the ball away a little bit. Then in the other 10 as well, you got, for Ireland, Prendergast. He had a pretty good game. I think if I had to rate his, it'll be about a 6.5. Didn't really do anything wrong, but didn't do anything crazy good. He was there a few times with the moves, but he also just tried to force a lot of things as well. And his open field kicking wasn't the best either. But he had a pretty good game. For a young guy, you know, he's got a lot. He's going to have a long time in that green jersey. And the only other one that might have won is maybe also Marcus Smith. But yet again, couple bad mistakes, missed that try-saving tackle on Bundy Aki. I mean, it's a straight-on tackle. Aki had nowhere to move. He was just going to run it straight, and he ran straight over him and ended up scoring in the corner. So, and that's what broke the game open, that try did. I think they were up 10 points to 5 at that point as well, so let them back in. So Garbisi, I mean, his defense was just insane. He won, I think, 1 or 2 holding on penalties. You know, he's getting into the rucks. His kicking has gotten better. Not his goal kicking, his just open field kicking, because someone else is kicking for them now. But just all in all, he was all over the field, played the whole game. And yeah, their backline was firing for sure. The Italian backline was really, really good. Now we got into centres. You had to go Tommaso Menoncello, right? You had to. You know, there's even a case to be made that he would be player of the match if Hugh Jones didn't score the 3rd try. Menoncello just such a beast. Every ruck, he's creating havoc. Doesn't miss tackles. His running, he's always making meters. He's always getting over the gain line. He's hitting great holes. Just understand why, right? The hype around him is so much. So 9.2. He's picked up where he left off last year with, I believe, the best game in the round. Hugh Jones, 8.6. Very, very good game by him. Got a hat trick. Always there in support. Played really good. Hit the lines that he had to. Made the tackles he had to. So all in all, very, very good game by Hugh. Now we've got the back 3. James Lowe. So tight one here between BRA and James Lowe, but I think James Lowe did more. He might not have scored the try, but he set up 2 tries. So he hit a hole, went straight through, set up Byrne. Another one broke like 2 tackles and ended up setting up Gibson-Park back in the inside. So I think his impact was felt. He did do 2 bad kicks out on the full, which, take a couple of points off of that, but 8.3 out of 10 for me. 14, you got Theo Atisobe, 8.5 out of 10. Got 2 tries, could have had a third. He played really good, just did his job, caught the high balls, made the tackles he had to make. He was hungry in defense, always rushing around, and on attack, finished the tries that he had to finish. 8.5 out of 10. You got Blair Kinghorn at the back there for the Scots. To counter-attack is so good. His whole running is great. 8.1 out of 10 for me, a really good game. I think he made like 18 runs in total as well, so he's done a lot of hit-ups, done a lot of work to help the forwards out and getting them back in a good position. So you can see there, that's how it stands. The team, after week 1, we can compare these in the next weeks coming through. As you can see there. So in total, I think there's two English players. You got 2 Irish players. You got 1, 2, 3 Scottish players. Then you got 3 Italian players as well. Just that's how it shows you. Just those Italian players were let down by the rest of the team. Let's be honest. The way Minicello played was great. He didn't let the team down. Ferrari was great. Gabisi, but then it comes to maybe the locks and the back row with their play as well, just letting the team down a little bit. So it's just little things. I mean, they were in the game with the Scots right till the end when they got 2 late tries just to kind of pull away, but they had the opportunity to possibly beat Scotland 2 times in a row in Scotland for the first time as well. But yeah, all in all, very good. The French as well, 1, 2, 3, 4 players in there, and then you got the 1 Welsh loanman, Jack Morgan, El Capitano himself. Let me know what you think about the team. Who do you think deserves to be in the team? Let me know below in the comments. Also, like the video if you did like it. Subscribe as well if you do want to follow the content around the Six Nations. We'll also be doing the Rugby Championship's best ever teams in the history. So it's got the Springboks coming up. You also got the All Blacks, Argentina and Australia as well. So we'll choose a all-time best 15 for that, leading up to the Super Rugby. Getting excited for that as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.